Yeah, we're going to proc now. Flair picks proc a lot.
Yeah.
And they actually did really well. I believe it was last Friday or Wednesday. It's been so long now. Where they went up and over and had some isolations and played really, really well on it. I can't remember FHS on proc. Can you?
FHS on proc. It probably has been a thing, but yeah, no. Weren't they the one that...
They aren't the Badger. That was, what was it?
No,
Apes?
that's true. No.
Oh no, that was Cat Jam.
That's, yeah. Actually, they have played it before, but I can't remember how they played it.
Well, here we go into it. FHS tied 1-1, bringing a CS, a Batchat, VZ, a 277, and double Super Conqueror. Team Flair bringing 1 Super Conqueror, 1 IS7, double VZ, 1 Batchat, 1 CS. We haven't seen a whole lot of Super Conquerors on this map. We've seen usually each team brings 1, or the defending team will bring 1. They're a little slow, but dang, if they're allowed to just kind of do their thing, wherever that is on this map, as long as they're not pressured to move too much, whew. Super Conqueror with all of the improved HP and yikes. They chew through tanks really fast on this map, and Chase going up for a scout loop.
Dark also doing the same. Dark's probably going to hit him, unlike how he missed Dark. Because he actually stopped for a shot, but missed.
Yeah, he stopped.
Ooh, External is getting aggro here. Wait, Chase is... what?
Yeah, External's here too, and we've just got a little bit of a fight. External trying to use the houses to get away. Looks like he will be able to possibly clip out Chase before it happens. And
no, I think he missed
of the heavies
too much.
Are going up and over the 5 line.
Yeah.
So they're going to they have to get a counter pick, and it's a Super Conqueror. They hit Knight. Knight not able to get into position in time due to the slow speed of the Super Conqueror, just kind of caught out in the open, and now it's 5 line on or 6 line on 7 line. Oof. FHS up HP, but the tanks are even, and now the counterplay. Chase and Vova and Fishy going to cross right over towards PM.
Fishy taking a lot of damage there on the cross by the VZ. Gets caught on fire.
Oh,
Chase losing, to all these hold down boys. It looks like it's going in favor of Team Flair here, as
it is. They're not dealing with PM, and they're starting to get a bit of a
Vova. I don't know what that was, but that shouldn't have been a thing.
No, Nexus and Banjo are also helping create space for PM to hopefully live for his team to be able to do a little work.
Really, they're doing really good at picking tanks off. It's gonna be up to like Ober and Flounder here. Actually, Vova is gonna have to go hill. It looks like he's trying to pick him, but it looks like he's gonna get this clean clip into this.
It looked like with the idea of I need to pick that Batchat if I get the chance as he's loading, but just not quite able to know where he was. I don't think he went into the water, but he was just staying dark, and yeah, he just didn't take the blind shot and right for the something. Now they know Ober is clipping, but Banjo and Ferret are clipping as well. They have to overpoke to get him. And that Super Conqueror in the back is so slow. He does get a nice tracking shot, but they're trying to just get away from him. Nexus not connecting, I think, there, but Ferret now taking shots from the Batchat. They all know where he is. They have to be communicating and saying where he is because the shots are coming out. Someone has to go spot him. He's just going to use his bush line.
All of them, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, did he connect to any for damage?
I don't think so.
And now he's going to try to get the last one out at least.
So it's literally just going to be Flounder getting picked here.
And now they're just all going up and over for Flounder. Yeah, this was a little odd. But very fast counter pushes going on, and some of the plays just... I felt like some people got caught out in some awkward spots, but really close overall. But just more HP on Flair. A lot more HP, I think. But, after the Super Conqueror went down at the beginning, because if you're a Super Conqueror and you're going from the north and you're going up the 6 line, if the enemy team in the south is there with faster heavies, they can just pick you when you're in that awkward halfway position.
Right.
And he's much...
They just shoot down at your top plate, and it's just free.
You're not able to... It's weird. The further away he is, like, the more in peril he is, because he's not able to even get into where they have to commit over to start shooting.
Here's the thing. Vova's clip, if he would have actually connected, that actually would have been game changing. His first clip,
yeah,
because he could have probably most likely could have gotten two people would have ended up being one shots, which would have allowed Flounder to actually maybe pick up 2 there, and then it would have been like a 1v1, and all he would have to do is kind of run down the time in that scenario to win the game.
Just picking up one of the VZs so that one of them isn't able to dump clip. You can see here, I mean, Vova, honestly, I mean, I was thinking there, like, maybe there was a chance because he just had to get 2 in. I mean, it's a really low chance, but, no, it's possible. The way Banjo was playing there. But, because Banjo was just kind of just driving on down there, like, Banjo got out 6,000 damage with a kill. My God. Dark Ninja, though, oh, I was speaking about Dark Ninja picking, or people not getting their shots out. External still got out 1,100, but he did miss, I think, 2 shots in his clip, as you pointed out. Dark Ninja not only getting out 1 shot of damage? That's not like him very much. Nexus getting out 1,800. Yeah, Banjo, wow, showing you the VZ. Even blocked 1,500. I guess some of that was from the bad chat.
These are really interesting games. I think that the initial from Team Flare was kind of scuffed. I think the most scuffed part was Chase's rooting. Like, instead of forcing External to like come out of the buildings more, he like went back in, right? Mm-hmm. Allowing himself to get clipped more. When I feel like in that scenario, wouldn't you kind of wait for your boys? That way everybody's getting shots into, because it was basically a pick at that point, right? So I don't understand why he didn't just wait for Vova, right? And then they both kind of kill him together. That way, you know, instead of being so low HP. But that being said, he still did get 1,700 HP out. I think the most important thing here was the fact that Knight got picked in his super conk. I don't know if he was supposed to go up the 6-line or anything like that, but
so one thing that we used to do way back when is if you're running tanks like super conk or even E5 at times that was a little bit faster, you had to, when you're going up that 6-line, if your team's playing on the other side, he has to kind of just either hang out at that rock for a bit, or he needs to go in the bushes and kind of chill and kind of count after the initial scout loop to kind of figure out where the enemy is and then move up afterwards. Because you're right, like if they're all pressing up on that 6-line, he just kind of gets picked in the open. And at least if he's further back and in the bush line, he can maybe live a little longer, use that dune, use the rock, use something. And if it's going to be a slow play match, then he's fine. He's in position. And if they push the other side of the rails immediately, you know, he's all the way back there and he's in a fine position. But it all has its risks, but that's pretty much one of the default things that can happen to you if you're playing a super or slow heavy going up there is, yeah, they can just simply dump over and kill you. And especially with things like VZs and stuff now, that can happen really quickly. But Flare taking the victory, 2-1. Yeah. Interesting is keep seeing the words that we're saying. These are unorthodox games so far. The 2 Immels in particular, this one was just a kind of series of counter pushes and little isolations. Like these 4 are going to pick these 2, and then there's a fire here. But even Flare showing you that although who was it that got caught on fire? Oh no, it wasn't Flare. It was
somebody on FHS. It was Fishy.
The 277.
Mm-hmm.
Like these things are going to happen too. The more you kind of expose your more tender parts of your tank to the enemy, more likely things like this can happen. But I don't know. Neither team is playing particularly turtley though. Both teams playing very aggressive, and we have a Sturv and a T100 being readied up by FHS. Interesting. More interesting vehicles being selected. We've seen the T100 used quite a bit on proc. I think even Flare a lot of times liked bringing it, but okay, double Sturv. That's more interesting.
On attack. What?
Yeah.
Where are they planning on going?
And a T100. This has to be a 2-line play, right? Or is it a hill play? What is it? I hope they don't just push and kill you guys.
If it's a 2-line play, they're planning on putting one in like the bush, other one further down on the red line, and they're gonna put like the I-7 on cap, and like the T100 is gonna screen south.
Yeah, T100 screens south. They have Sturfs to snipe that turret that pokes for
Super
the reset
Conqueror.
for anyone.
Super Conqueror gets into the bowl. VZ, I don't know, maybe plays. VZ's like the flex, I guess, for that team. That's the only thing I could think of. If they went the other way hill, I don't know how they would set up.
Poking over. Who's going to prevent them from poking over, right? Like, yeah, well, whatever it is, it's something we haven't seen quite yet. And even if it is a 2-line play, they're going to be down
I'm no caller, so I'm just ballparking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just have to hopefully not have anyone able to get isolated and picked or be pushed immediately. Surf has
it's a hill. And see, now if it's a hill... Goodness. And see, I think the reason why it's a hill play is because if somebody like me can like go like, oh, well, this is what they're going to do on the 2-line, then it's probably not going to be the 2-line, right? It's going to be the total opposite of what I say. Especially with Chase and Knight. You know what FHS is showing us right now? This is what happens when Knight joins a team in a small format. This weird shit. Excuse my language.
If you're Flare, I think they're doing a pretty reasonably good initial because they don't even want to bother with the 2-line. They're more okay with them just kind of having it. They just don't want them to get this side and present some awful crossfire that they have to deal with. And Dark Ninja going very aggressive here, though. I don't know if I like this.
Is he
aggressive?
Lagging? They're looking to pick a serve.
I think he's throwing. I think he really thought there was just one Sturf there. But he thought wrong.
I mean, it's okay. Last time Dark Ninja got 1 shot of damage, they won.
And the tanks on the 6-line did get shots. They almost killed the Sturf for that. It was
they almost killed Knight.
Almost,
so it was almost identical.
As bad as it looks.
You know what's hilarious? It was almost identical to how the first game went. Because remember, Knight was killed first, and Dark Ninja was killed first. The last game we saw on Proc. It was almost literally identical to what happened. Isn't that crazy? I
like this play from Chase. As long as he's able to not get himself...
what? Did he get lit? No, he's not. He just got blind fired.
No way.
He did. He just got blind fired. That's insane.
He knocked over the tree?
Yeah. And PM probably just let... Oh my god, he needs to stop knocking trees down.
I think he's lit now because I don't think he double bushed correctly on that next shot. But now he's starting to disengage, and I
want PM's replay.
Like, if those guys did not land the hits on the Sturf, then it's really bad. Like, it's salvageable still, is what's so weird. It's right. Salvageable. And Ober pushing down towards Nexus as Nexus runs away in his 277, but he's not going to be able to get too far. The VZ will cover him a bit, but Ober gets one more shot into him. He's going to get into that dune and try to stay tucked. And his tanks on the 6-line can always cross over and try to help, but this... Oh, he's going really far. He's going to the really far back spot, and he'll make it. Now he's going to maybe try to sneak one into Over, and he does. And Fishy's in the river! Yeah, I guess he wants to get to A0 was the plan.
Yeah, there's a climb there's pretty easy.
Banjo now tracked. Vova landing his shots. Sturf shots from the hill. I said I liked the initial from Flare, but then it just got really bad really fast. And now they're just scrambling around and getting outflanked by double Sturfs. Which you don't want to do.
Once they pick up Nexus, they just put on cap pressure.
They put on cap pressure, they're up 3 guns. And they just
Wow, look at that shot. Bye-bye. Oh, Ferret looking to pick... Oh, he chooses Vova as his target.
Yeah,
Flounder got picked right there, which is really interesting.
Yeah. External making a heads-up play there to get his Batchat into position and get the pick, and it's doable still somehow, but not great, because PM is the only guy with a real turret, and he can get turret broken really easily.
Are they going to put the Sturv on cap?
They may. It looks like they may send Chase. External only with 850 HP. And is he going to get detected here by Chase?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, he will. There's the proxy. And now Chase just has to play a little bit safe. He can't over poke on external, but he can try to see if he can sneak a cheeky shot. And
I mean,
honestly, when you're up two guns,
he could play vision games. I don't know what equipment external has, but he might be able to play vision games with a bad chat. It's kind of weird. It'd be like that sometimes.
And that dune there is so much higher every time that I go there, and it's a little bit different from the south than it is from the north. And now actually driving, and that's the thing that I would be most concerned about, is that. I wouldn't want that to happen, because now you're a 2-shot to the bad chat, and things can get more sketchy. But FHS, although the HP's pretty even, being up 2 guns, they're in a pretty commanding spot, because one of the guys with low HP is a Sturv, and he's on the hill, and that's not really a problem.
Well, I think the biggest part here is I think Chase is trying to occupy the bad chat, because they know that that's probably the only thing that can maybe...
do a play, make a play. Everyone else they have tabs on. So as long as he keeps the bat chat where he needs to, and now you can see Chase is just driving out in the open. He's gotten distance on external. Doesn't know exactly where he went, just knows that he went north on the 6, and he's just gonna try to flex around wide, and he actually sees him now, I think. Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe Fishy lights him, maybe he didn't.
30 seconds on the cap.
Going for lights, PM is looking for the...
And they
reset, and he does.
But now it's up to Chase.
Well, the thing is, Chase, instead of going for the... If he goes for the heavies instead of the bat chat, it's GG's. Does that make sense? If he chooses to shoot... personally, that's what I think. But he chooses to go for the bat.
Only 2 minutes remaining. And yet, now he just has to make shots count.
Because if he goes for, like, the VZ or the soup... Like, it's just GG's. Especially the soup. Yep, like that.
As soon as a gun is removed, which it will be in just a moment, the game is just over. Okay.
Fishy playing really aggro here.
Sturv's coming off the hill as well. They are not looking to cap out. And one thing they have to really avoid is external being able to run away. He's going for the track shot, and external does go down to Fishy sniping shots, and now it's just fish in a barrel. And FHS will even this game up, or even this match up, 2-2.
2-2-2.
Another very odd game. And I'm just still a little bit confused at the hill push. I don't understand. I mean, the HP trade was okay, but jeez, I don't know. Because what's the point of all those other tanks going hill if just the guy that's fastest goes hill and goes straight over? Because all the other guys got there, and then they just ran away. Looking at the post-game stats, PM Super Conquer was allowed to work for quite a while there. 3,500 damage. Ferret, 3K in his VZ. External getting out 1,700 and a kill in his bat. Knight, though, 3-3-3-3 in his Sturv, despite going down to, what was it, 450 or so HP at the start. Vova getting out almost just as much damage with 1 kill. Ober in his i7, 3 kills and almost 3K damage. Fishy, 2 kills and 1,700. Chase getting out 1,500 and Flounder 1,500. Yeah, just odd. I don't think that game went according to plan for either team.
The CS pick definitely helped them out. Flounder got picked for like almost free. That probably wasn't a part of their plan.
Yeah, like all of the stuff that was happening in that game, I'm just imagining what if external had a CS with him to play off, like when they were flexing around the map and stuff. I feel like that game plays out differently.
Right, because the T100 can't 2v1.
Yeah, and those Sturvs, I mean, they can put out a lot of damage when an enemy does a push in, and like they have one on the hill, one at A0, but barring that, like you just need to...
I think they were setting up for... I think they kind of thought... I don't know if they... Because the way Dark played made it seem like kind of what you said. Like, they thought that maybe there was only one Sturv in the corner, and then they were all playing 2-line.
Like, they were trying to be greedy and just send one Sturv to the hill and say, like, oh, you won't push him. And then their plan was just to push him right off the... Right at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard... I'm wondering, like, was it a call for Dark Ninja to do it, or was it just Dark Ninja just saying, I'm going? That's what I'm curious about.
I don't know. All I know that if they lose, they'll probably just blame Blue because he's not there playing.